What's up, everyone? How the fuck are you? Happy Friday. It's coming out a little bit late. I think I'm gonna start doing mine more in the nighttime because I think it's more like a night podcast than or night show than anything. Excuse my position of my new boom stand because I'm still trying to get used to it and shit. Trying to get like the right. I think that'll be good. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna do these at night. I think I do Fridays if I'm available. If not, I might pre-record and just put it out on Friday. But I feel like night was way better than doing them early in the morning because I feel like mornings are just like I'm still so sluggish and I don't want to fucking do anything. You get like that even with coffee, man. Even with coffee, you get kind of sluggish. Make sure. Excuse me while I mess with my lights. Cool. Yeah, I gotta get better lighting and stuff. Get some lights. It's like my setup is so fucked up. It's crazy to do. Like I get these ideas and then I'm just like, yeah, I don't have enough room for that. Like I just got another like where I'm looking at you now. I have like a screen here. So instead of using this screen over here, I can look at you guys and pretty much see this going on. It seems a little bit easier for me. But yeah, happy Friday. I hope your week was good since the last time I was talking to you guys and stuff. Get some cool stuff for today. A lot of it is like kind of airline stuff because it seems like the airlines are just fucking up pretty bad. I don't know, man. You got whistleblowers dying from fucking crazy fucking airline stuff like that. Or it's like American Airlines or something. Um, the the few that I have is pretty funny. Yeah, let's get comfortable. Crack yourself a nice beer. Uh, Uncle Mike tell you stories about the Earth and how life is. And as you can tell, I don't have Bruce Campbell like I usually do. He's over there. But now I got Michael Myers and William Shatner, which is funny because I just realized the first Halloween from like '78, um, the mask is actually a William Shatner mask. They kind of modified it, but yeah, the original Michael Myers mask is a William Shatner mask, and I just realized what I did. I'm not even kidding. Like I was like, oh shit, like it goes, but yeah. Yeah, William Shatner to judge all of us. You guys really suck. God. But, so yeah, today in the good old media, this is kind of ridiculous. So, lawyer already suing Boeing discover missing Delta Airlines 767 emergency slide washed up near home. Imagine that. Like, you're suing this place. You know, you're suing this fucking airline. And all of a sudden you like walk out. Well, it's probably like it's Sunday. The dude's probably having a coffee. Lawyer maybe doing blow. Um, um, Happy sugar, I guess you could call it, for not get demonetized. Um, some mimosas, just like it's like a Sunday, man, and you just kind of like, I've been dealing with this fucking airline lawsuit this whole week. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I got to do this tomorrow. And then he just like walks out to his like dock, his nice cushy house, and that's just the slide from a plane just floating there. Call some people, and they come, and they take said slide up from the water, and they look at it, trace back the serial numbers, and they said, "Sir, this was from airline." And he's like, "I know." He's like, "It's from a Delta Airlines 767 300 ER that was missing and was found near New York. And he looks and he's like, "That's the fucking plane I'm suing." Well, that's exactly. So yeah, well, finding out that you know you suing this and you like pieces of the plane actually fell onto your property and you're like, God damn it. I mean, it's probably not bad for him. I mean, think about it. I mean, you have like I don't even know what he's suing him for, so I can't really make comments about it. But for being funny's sake, you know, is suing for like misconduct or like shitty planes or something, and I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with this. It's just it's wild. So let's go back to this. Let's read this. It's kind of wild. So you have a case, then like that case, some of the parts for that case winds up on your front porch, just all over the blue, like no purpose, just coincidence. All right, so Delta Airlines Boeing 767-300 ER's missing slide was found near a New York attorney's beachfront home. It was found deflated and tangled in the rocks, prompting an alert to officials. The lawyer is suing Boeing amid the fallout from January's Alaskan Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 9 door plug incident. That's that whole. I think that's like shit that like was right around when that guy whistle blew. Excuse me while I put my hair down. I'm getting a fucking headache from this fucking. When you get dreads, you just gotta let them down sometimes. You get fucking like headaches and shit. It feels like shit. Ugh. But yeah, that whole thing that like I guess the door came open and then they started looking at other airlines and realizing no one's giving a fuck about them. Like half of them are not even up to date, which makes me really want to fly anywhere. Which I don't. I take a bus, dude. I take the extra 2 days, knowing that I'm not up in the fucking sky in a goddamn tin can. Like, my life is in someone else's hands. I mean, look at this shit. Like, doors are opening and shit. Yeah. I don't even know why people fly anymore. It's just, I don't know. Unless you go in, like, Europe, don't fly. A New York-based attorney whose firm filed a lawsuit against a commercial aircraft manufacturing giant Boeing earlier this year has met with a surprise outside his home over the weekend. It was a weekend. I didn't even read this yet, so I knew it was going to be a fucking weekend. This poor guy. The lawyer who reportedly lives in the New York City boroughs of Queens said he found the missing emergency slide that detached and fell from a Delta Airlines 767-300 on Friday. The aircraft was operating as DL520 from JFK International Airport to LAX, Los Angeles. The plane took off over Jamaica Bay, and officials have searched the waters for the missing slide since Friday afternoon. Dude, so that motherfucker is flying like from JFK to LAX, which is from coast to coast. And do they know they didn't have extra slides? So they fucking like they crash land somewhere, say like they actually survived, was able to get the slides out. One of them is not there. What about them? Like they have to stay extra long in that plane, the plane blows up, and then yeah, dude, it's so unsafe. Don't fly, guys. Take the fucking train. Plan your shit for extra 2 days. I know. Well, Mike, some of us can't get fucking vacation time for extra 2 days. Well, I don't know. Fly at your own risk. But if you can, take the train. It's fun. And have a bar cart. Okay, so where was it? According to the New York Post, attorney Jake Bizzle Linsk discovered the slide at around noon on Sunday. I didn't read this. I'm serious. I did not read this. The slide was situated on the rocks just a few feet away from his front yard. Yeah. This dude was like a Sunday morning brunch. He's probably had some mimosas. He already had a little bit of the fucking good old start his morning off. Probably gonna go play some golf. Not think about the stupid fucking case. And then this shit happens. Poor dude. Poor guy. We are right on the beach, and I saw it sitting on the breakers. Bissell Lynn's house faces the Atlantic Ocean in a small residential neighborhood of Belle Harbor. According to the New York Post, the slide exact location was right off of Beach 129th Street and Beach 130th Street on the south shore of Rockaway Peninsula. Located about 6 miles southeast of JFK, the slide appeared to journey farther than officials expected. Oh, so I'm guessing that's her. Oh, look at that. Right there. So this was, appears the emergency slide that detached from the Boeing 767 Delta flight from LA to JFK Airport on Friday morning is floating in the Atlantic, caught in the jetty on Beach 130th Street in Rockaway, Queens, New York. Lawyers said he went outside to examine the deflated yellow slide more closely and snap pictures. He noted that it seemed to still be intact, a blight tangled in the rocks and floating in the water. After the supplies discovery, Bristle Link's neighbor alerted officials. So what is he actually suing them for? So Bristle Link is a partner at the Labaton Keller Suchero law firm. I probably said a bunch of those wrong. According to the New York Post, on January 30th, the group sued Bowen in a Virginia federal court, alleging the manufacturer made false and misleading statements about safety in the wake of the Alaska Airlines 737 MAX 9 door plug blowout incident on January 5th. The law firm also reportedly represent people who purchased Boeing stock between October 2019 to January 2024. In 2019, Boeing said it was laser focused on safety following two deadly 737 MAX 8 accidents, according to the New York Post. The quote has been said from Bristle Link, explained, "Our case is all about safety issues at Boeing, and this slide is literally right in front of my house." Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty fucking bad. You know, as funny as it really is, like the coincidence of, you suing a fucking company and something just lands like right on your lap. Like this is legitly right on this person's lap. It's just fucking mind-blowing that this happens, and this person's like suing Boeing already for like the just safety reasons, which I mean we all already knew about the whistleblower, and the whistleblower that just randomly died. I think there was two of them too. One died of suicide, and then one died. So, someone look out for this dude here. I feel like what is this guy's name? Got the lawyer. Let me go up. Actually, well, it's a news article, so it's already public information. So, his name is look out for this guy, Jake Bressel. Like somebody get some guards for him so something weird doesn't happen. Because again, I mean, when you're flying, I mean, pilots, the company that makes the flights, all of them is taking people's lives in their hands. Their life is in your hands, dude. You know, their life is in your hands. Actually, speaking of the dude, this is like totally off topic. I was in Ralph's literally like 45 minutes ago. I was getting push pins for actually this. We have a bunch of new tapestry for the next podcast. I got this one. You're just not going to see it yet because I just stuck it right there. But yeah, I'm trying to make a better space for the podcast and then have a space for live streaming. So it looks a little bit more like a podcast than just me sitting at my desk talking to you about shit like reading online with figurines in front of me and a Pikachu over there. But yeah, so I was in Ralph's, and if you've ever seen The Big Lebowski, you remember in the beginning, he's in Ralph's and he's like smelling the milk or the creamer for his White Russians, and he just comes in, writes a check for like 38 cents for like the creamer, you know, it's the fucking 90s, and he just leaves. So, dude, I'm like getting purse pins. I go down like the cat aisle because they just happen to be in like, I don't know like why the stationery is in fucking cat aisle, but it was, and this dude just comes out wearing the bathrobe, slippers, you know, kind of longish hair, like straight out like the dude, just like not totally the dude, just looking for cat food, kind of just completely confused looking. It was like the dudest moment. So yeah, it's pretty fucking cool, dude moment. But this guy kind of had a dude moment. I said, like, right in this beginning of the podcast, I'm sure this dude is a fucking Sunday. This guy, like, off of work, and then just landed in his front yard. He came out probably, like, smoking, like, a cigar, ran scotch on the rocks. He's probably had, like, steak and eggs for breakfast, some good old American breakfast with some fucking flapjacks and good old maple syrup. And right outside, fucking airplanes slide. And you know what? I bet $100 that he saw like the logo for like the airline. What was it? Delta. He placed a little Delta Airlines logo on it, and he's like, motherfuckers. Later, right in front of my house. I'm suing these guys already. So again, he probably, I mean, this is a perfect payout for him. I mean, this is perfect. Like, you know, this company is so fucked that I was suing them, and somehow their shit fell off the plane and ended up in my front yard. I'm already suing these assholes. So this guy got a good payout. But that guy might get a good payout, but this poor old 101-year-old lady, not so much. This poor old lady. American Airlines keeps mistaking 101-year-old woman for a baby. Okay. You heard that right, kids, and you read that right. American fucking Airlines is mistaking a 101-year-old lady for a fucking baby. How, like, did she have the Benjamin Button disease? Like, does she go backwards? Like, how is this? Well, we're about to find this out because this is really bizarre. Yeah. Okay, so a 101-year-old woman reportedly faces a bizarre situation where she's mistaken for a baby due to a booking system error at American Airlines. Okay, one, if I'm going in there and you think you still mistake me as a baby, as I'm in front of you giving you my fucking ID and you still mistake, you should lose your fucking job. I'm just saying. Like, how do you mistake this lady? Like, no. Sometimes computers are not right. I love computers, but sometimes they fuck up. Okay, so the system could not process a Patricia who chose not to be revealed her last name, who was born in 1922, and correctly set in her birthday as 2022. It was funny that they thought I was only a little child and I'm an old lady, she said. The error was evidence that the BBC documented a recent incident during her flight from Chicago to Chinacat, Michigan, when Patricia was taken with her daughter Chris. Despite the mix-up, Patricia and the cabin crew managed to find humor in the situation. I would hope, dude. Like, you can clearly see that lady is not a child, which is funny. I mean, but hopefully she had no problem. Get on that. Patricia, a former nurse who still travels annually to visit family and avoid harsh winters, noted that American Airlines staff has been supported and accommodated despite the repeated confusion. This keeps happening. So this lady just like every time she like books a ticket, it like yeah now this, she's born in 2022, so it makes her 2 years old. Poor lady, man. You had to like call them like you book them for like booking.com. You still have to call the airport and be like, look, man, keeps popping up like this. I'm fucking 101 years old. Like I seen the Great Depression. I saw Hitler get his ass kicked. I saw Vietnam. Seen Jimmy. We saw Jerry Garcia. Like this lady seen everything. She probably seen like Robert Johnson. I mean, didn't he die in like I think like 1825? When did Robert Johnson die? So she was born in 1822. So did this lady see? Excuse me. Could probably get copyright strike from that shit. But sorry, turn off the microphone. Did this lady see Robert Johnson? Robert Johnson, pretty sure. I mean, he was alive during that time. He was playing, but Robert Johnson, yeah, 1938. So, according to good old Wikipedia, or what people kind of know, he died August 16th, 1938, in Greenwood, Mississippi. He was from Hazelhurst. So yeah, she was 22, 32, that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. She was about 15 when Robert Johnson died. So, well, I was old enough to know who the hell he was. But back to this story, though. Okay, so on a past flight, she and her daughter had to wait longer on the plane because the airport personnel did not have a wheelchair ready for her. As of now, American Airlines has yet to comment on the issue. Patricia hopes for a resolution to prevent future misunderstandings and ensure smoother travels. You know, you got all these people GoFundMe people for like dumb shit, dude. Why has no one gave this old lady a GoFundMe just so American Airlines can not give this poor old lady a wheelchair to get off a flight before everyone else? Because if you've ever been on a fucking airline, you know when you land, like when you get to the airport and you're about to get off that fucking plane to go get your baggage, and you've been on there for like 6-7 hours, sitting next to this big fat person that like took up 2 seats, and he's watching probably Survivor or something on his laptop, eating chips, and you're just sitting there kind of like this, trying to drink you like whiskey and coke, just remote control, just trying to play Mario to get through the fucking 7-hour flight. Trust me, I've done this. Yeah, you want to get the fuck off that plane. Like when they let you off, it is what you call it's Black Friday. Get off that flight. That those 3 minutes, getting off that, like, it's every man for his sight. Like, you are, like, if somebody gets in your way, you pushing them. You push them back in. You sit back down, bitch. I'm getting off. So, yeah. And this lady had to sit there and watch all these, barbarians and savages try and get off a fucking plane after sitting on there for, like, Maybe not this. I mean, Chicago to Michigan, that's probably like an hour or two. No one really cares. But, you know, if you're doing like the last flight from like JFK to LAX, oh yeah, no, dude, it's every man for himself. You're fighting to get off that fucking flight. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of airplane news. Like, I don't know what's going on with Boeing or anything else. Sorry, I'm getting used to this fucking boom mic. It's kind of fun just to play with it. Just do this. I can't. Can I do that? That's good enough. Yeah, I can fucking do that. So yeah, like I don't know what's going on with these flights and like airplanes. It seems like everyone's just fucking around. They're not even looking at the flights anymore. I remember there was a time where you say like flying was the number safest way to travel. Like you most likely get in a car accident before you get in a flight accident. Now it seems like yeah, your plane would either disappear, crash, or something's falling off, and either falling in some lawyer's fucking yard or I don't know, where I hit some old lady, or they just they can't get somebody's birthday right. Like this, I come to think about it. How do you see this purchase of a credit? Because I'm sure this lady has a credit card of some sort. I'm sure her daughter or her great granddaughter or someone hooked this lady up with a credit card or a debit card of some sorts. And she has to be using like Priceline, which, this motherfucker used to be the spokesman for Mr. William Shatner. And like no one thought like, hey, maybe we should call this lady and just make sure her date's right. No one's done that. I know that you'd probably be like, well, it's computer owned. Like computers do it from now on. There's got to be some quality control there. You can't be having like millions of people booking flights every fucking day. Maybe you do. I mean, a lot of people travel for work, but I don't know. It seems like a really. I can see once it's funny, but once it keeps happening like this, I mean, delaying somebody like wheelchair amenities that like a 101-year-old lady who, seen Robert Johnson, seen Hitler get his ass kicked, Stalin, seen pretty much most of like the 1900s. Yeah, she's seen all night, like almost all 1900s. She's like 20 years off. Yeah, have a little bit more respect. I don't think Shatner liked that. He's judging. Well, Will Shatner, I think he's like, Shat's like fucking, I think like 92 or something. How much is Shat? How old is the Shat? William Shatner. Yeah, 93. He's only like 5 days after my birthday. Except, I mean, he was obviously born before me, but fucking the Shat, dude. Like, dude, somebody need to make a mask of that picture and then make him know Halloween. Like reboot Halloween, but with like a old William Shatner mask, not like this one. For this, dude, this one right here. Get this a mask and make that like the new Michael Myers mask. Do this all the same shit. Just use that one. I would actually pay to. I would pay to see that movie. I should make that movie. I should reboot Halloween and use like a 93-year-old mask of William Shatner for Michael Myers. Just, and I'm sure it'll still be better than Rob Zombie's version. That shit was so fucking bad. Like, why, man? Like, you're supposed to love horror movies. Why would you destroy such a classic? It really, like, he took Halloween, Rob Zombie, and made it look like a fucking Rob Zombie, like, music video. Because everyone has long hair. Everyone has, like, Listen to Kiss and shit. Obviously, he's in the 70s, bell bottoms, and, you know, of course, his family is a bunch of fucking screwballs because it's all weird. Yeah, I don't know, man. I love White Zombie, but guys should just not make movies, and he needs to stop putting his wife in every fucking movie he makes. But I don't know, man. Maybe if I made a movie, I'd put my girlfriend in my movie. But I'm sure my girlfriend probably acts way better than Sherry Moon. Or whatever her fucking name is. I feel like every movie she plays the same fucking character. But for the next article, I know people are emotional support animals. It's always a beautiful thing. Animals are great. I actually want to get a dog, but I know I can't afford a dog. I do want to get a cat, but I got to move. Oh, I don't have to move, but I want to move. I guess something a little bit bigger than this fucking thing. It's a little bit small. I feel like I'm in an insane asylum because of my walls. And of course, you know, I just sorted to this fucking furniture, but besides that, well, this guy has an emotional support animal. And you think, like, well, it's like a gerbil or, like, you know, hamster or something. Nah, dude. This dude has an emotional support alligator. This motherfucker. Look at that. Him and his little alligator. Hey, look, I mean, even the alligator looked kind of happy. You know what? This guy deserves his emotional support alligator. I mean, I don't know how you get away with that. I don't know the legalities of that. I don't know, like, what do you do? Do you go like the fucking pets, you know, the pet store and be like, I want an alligator. I'll make sure you can't. I have emotional support animal and I want an alligator. And look at him. He's so happy with his little alligator. Plus, like, you know, like, somebody try breaking your fucking house, that thing's gonna rip out your fucking... You ever seen an alligator actually, like, attack something, like animals, or eat something? They will literally drag you under the fucking water and spin. And as they spin, and hold on to your dear fucking life, your limbs are falling off. They're going flying. Getting ripped the fuck off. Like, that's probably one of the worst fucking... Like, one of the worst deaths that could ever happen to you. It's probably getting eaten by an alligator. I mean, you think drowning's bad? God, that's one of my... I mean, drowning's kind of one of my, like... That's one of the... I think the deaths I would not want to do. I'm not really afraid of death. It's inevitable. You know, everyone dies. But, if I'm going out, I think that would be the way I do not want to go out, is drowning. Well, when it comes down to alligator, you're not only drowning, you're getting the shit ripped apart. And most of the time, you're still alive for at least about a minute. So you're sitting here and get flipped around, you're drowning. Oh, Jesus. So that'd be a good God animal, you know? But here's kind of a cute picture. So, and an emotional support alligator was taken by pranksters. Fuck those guys, dude. Fuck them. And then dumped in a swamp, his owner says. Known as Wally Gator, this surprisingly cuddly creature has been helping... Why do you say his name's Joe Henney? Relieve his depression for almost 10 years. You know, that's really fucking sad, dude. I hope these little assholes, you get what's coming to you. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, Mr. Henny beloved Nobby Reptile taken Wells on vacation in the U.S. state of Georgia, which I don't know why you ever go fucking. Well, actually, a couple people said Georgia's kind of nice. I only been through it, been there like once or twice. He says by someone looking to play a prank. In the aftermath, Wally was collected by a local animal control and released into a swamp at a remote location, Mr. Henney said. In a Facebook post, Mr. Henney said that his cold-blooded pal was taken by someone who then dropped him into another person's yard, probably to scare them. When he was discovered, alarmed residents contacted Georgia's Department of Natural Resources, who sent a trapper who caught and released Wally into a swamp with 20 other alligators, Mr. Henney says. Mr. Henney from Pennsylvania. Did you just say Pennsylvania? You can have alligators in Pennsylvania. I used to live in Harrisburg, like right outside Harrisburg, Cumberland. I don't remember ever seeing anyone with fucking alligators. Shit. If I can have emotional, can I actually? I wonder if I can get emotional support alligator. I wonder if California allows it. Probably not. They'd probably be like, "Fuck yourself." Yeah. No, back to this. Yeah. So, Miss Honey from Pennsylvania said the trapper rated his chances of finding Wally were slim to none, but planned to search the swamp for his companion regardless. We just pray with other alligators present that Wally is okay, he said on social media. I'm sure he's just hanging out with his little alligator friends. I can't imagine the alligators really like fucking attack each other and shit. Wally Gator and Joey Henney first made headlines when the pair were denied entrance to watch the Philadelphia Phillies take on the Pittsburgh Pirates in the Major League Baseball in September 2023. I didn't realize fucking Philadelphia had two baseball teams. I heard the Pirates, the Pittsburgh Pirates, but I never heard of the fucking Phillies. Huh. Learn something new every day. I see how much I watch sports. Mr. Henney believes Wally has helped him out of a deep emotion depression over the years. I've never met an alligator that will not bite you, Henney told CBS Even News in 2022. You fool around the head like this. You fool around the head like this. I don't think that's... Joe puts his hand in Wally's mouth. The instinct is to grab you with their teeth, but he does not do it. You can reach in and rub his tongue, and he refuses to close his mouth. But we don't know why, added Henney. Wally, who is about 9 years old, 6 foot in length, and an estimated bite of 3,000 pounds per square inch. Okay, so you thinking about what square inch is like? I think an inch is like about like that. I think like he's probably about like that. So that's enough to fuck you up. That's pretty much it. That's enough to do some damage. I guess he's just a little happy little reptile. So yeah, that was the story of the emotional support animal that was sadly taken from this poor guy. People make fucking GoFundMe for the dumbest shit. Why hasn't anyone make a GoFundMe for this poor man to try to get his Wally alligator man back? Yeah, he looks like a good, friendly little friend. But yeah, dude, some of the weirdest shit, dude. I don't know. I've heard of like people like having goats as friends or emotional support animals, like goats, and that's some weird shit, dude. Especially fucking hippies. But yeah, alligator, that's the first for me. That's the first, but Gotta tell you, man, this picture here, they look happy together. Alligator just wanted a friend, and he got a good friend. Too bad. But I'm sure he's hanging out with the alligators in Georgia. And hey, at least he doesn't have to deal with the fucking cold weather in fucking Philadelphia. I can't believe, like, how the fuck did he get the alligator up to Philadelphia? To You had to keep him indoors at all times because I mean, I'm sure this poor little guy like never seen snow in his life. I mean, Philadelphia gets cold. I've been there in the winter and shit, and I mean, they get snow and it's yeah, but yeah, if you're out there, sorry, it's fucking like 9 o'clock tonight. I'm getting comfy. If you're out there and internet land and you want to do something good for someone, let's get Joe here. Get a GoFundMe. Get this guy get his little buddy back. This is a real GoFundMe, you know. It's like Doug Stanhope said, like, there's people making GoFundMe for their dead babies, for like real estate, and they can't even pay their own rent half the time. Like, give the money to stuff that actually makes sense. Like this. Poor guy, deep depression. His little reptilian friend helped him out. But our next great adventure is going to our little friends, kind of near Georgia. We're going down to Florida, man. My favorite time of the night, or the day, or whenever I do this podcast. So for Florida man this week, we got about two news articles. One's Florida woman. This is actually out of a news article from Detroit, but this is about a Florida woman though. So it has to do with Florida, but I'm not sure why Detroit's taken it up. I mean, even Detroit's kind of weird. But yeah. So, we got a bunch of people out there. They always like name their kids like Jace, and they name themselves like I know it's about my name like MYKE and shit. That's still normal. You can do that. There's actually a couple of different countries named just Mike that way. It's not just Scandinavian. I think French. Michael's spelled different in French and shit. Well, there's people that go out there and legitly name their kids like a separate name, like Justine. But the name will like make absolutely no sense to that word. They'd be looking at the name and be like, how do you pronounce this? Justine. And it'd be like X, Y to the second power and like other weird shit, and be like, yeah, that's Justine. It's like, oh, I should have known that. Should have known that. Not keeping up to the times. I didn't know we have a new fucking language. Supposed to know that, but no. You got people like that, then you got people like this. Florida woman named Crystal Mesvine arrested for crystal meth possession. I will not have guessed that. Not one fucking bit. I would not guess that this lady from Florida, whose name is Crystal Mesvine, would be ever arrested for having crystal meth in her possession, ever in her life, ever. I mean, look at her. She does not look like she did meth. She looks like a very educated, highly functioning, good Samaritan to our life. Probably works at does stuff for children. Probably makes houses for elderly. Helps out the vets. Yeah, she totally does that. No, this lady's name is Crystal Mesvine. Mesvine? I don't know how you say that. But if you know, then you know. You know exactly what her really name is. So, Florida woman named Crystal Mesvin was arrested Saturday on charges of crystal meth possession. Damn, I would not have known. The WFLA reports that police responded to an anonymous tip that led them into a parking lot where 3 people were sitting in a car. People said they searched the vehicle and found drug paraphernalia and a substance that tested positive for crystal methamphetamine. If you don't know what that is, and you've been living on a rock all these days, it's called meth, speed. If you've ever seen Breaking Bad, Heisenberg, shit the Hells Angels used to give you back in the 80s. I mean, I don't know what I have to say to if you don't know what crystal meth is. Get out there, stop paying attention. But yeah, no, this lady here, Mesvin and Douglas Nickerson were arrested for drug possession according to the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office. No details about the third person were released. According to the jail records, Mesvin was facing drug charges at least 14 other times. She remains in the St. Johns County Jail. So yeah, this lady, I'm kind of interested to know exactly how she got this name. Was this given to her by her parents? And I mean, they were probably meth addicts and she didn't come out any better. Or she just happened to have, stole something or did something, pulled some tricks, got enough money, like $500, and changed her name to Mesvin because she just loves it. She loves that crystal so much. Why not just use that for my name? I don't know. That's mysteries. That's strange occurrences and mysteries of things like this, Like, why not? Why not name yourself? I mean, why not, name yourself, psilocybin, or name yourself cocaine, or name yourself Opie, or name yourself, just stuff like that, dude. It's good names. I mean, people already name their kids dumb shit already. And if they're not naming them dumb shit, it sounds normal. It's not spelled normal. So, I mean, fuck it. Go the extreme. Name your kid fucking crystal meth or shit. I might just try to have a kid just so I can name him PCP. So if I have to, yell down to him to come down, be like, hey, PCP! Just comes down. Why not? I mean, people name their kids Moon and Sun and fucking other weird shit. And people name their kids crystal meth. But yeah. I was one of the some fucking Florida news for you. This one's funny. I found this one not even on the Florida Man news, but this happened in Florida. So I don't know if I know all of my 20 people that watch this. I don't know how old you guys are, but if you remember that movie with Samuel L. Jackson, there's motherfucking snakes on the motherfucking plane. Well, this guy from Miami went full snakes on plane. Snakes discovered in passengers' pants by TSA in Miami International Airport. Okay, so let's call up snakes headed on a plane. No, there's just snakes on the fucking plane, dude. Stop trying to be funny. Transportation Security Mission agents in South Florida got a slithery surprise after the federal agency reported to finding snakes in a passenger's pants at an airport checkpoint. Are you sure you found real snakes? According to TSA, the reptilian discovery took place at the Miami International Airport Friday. The agency did not identify the passenger or say whether they were arrested. Photos taken at the airport provided by TSA showed two slithering pink snakes outside of a small camel-colored bag after apparently being pulled from the passenger's pants before they were boarded on the plane. Yep, those are snakes. Okay, raised snake with two heads. Okay, that's something different. Transportation Security Administration agents in Florida this week reported they got a slithery supply to find. So these are the snakes right here. They gotta be something rare and shit. I wish they would tell you. Hopefully they'll tell you. Snakes found in passengers' pants turned over to Florida wildlife officers. After the discovery, the TSA said it called the Customs Border Protection Southeast Region and Miami-Dade police for assistance. It was not immediately known if the snakes were the passengers' pets or whether the person was simply trying to transport them out of the city. The snakes, the TSA reported, were turned over to the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission. You know, to tell you the truth, dude, anything Florida related that has to do with animals, I probably would not trust. Only because I don't trust anything from Florida at all. Nothing. The only good thing that ever came out of Florida was death metal. Because it's not the best. I mean, death. Carcass. Well, no, Carcass was from England. Not Carcass. Autopsy. Shit like that. But everything else, like, Florida's just fucking weird. Florida's so fucking weird. But I wonder if they gotta tell us what type of snakes are these. Are they like pink snakes with like these little like red things on their heads? Look like gems and shit. Okay, internet reacts to snakes in pants. When TSA posted the findings on X over the weekend, people on the internet had thoughts. One user posted, "Oh my god, why would anyone have that? Is that a snake in your pants?" Another person asked. Of course there's going to be one fucking asshole that's going to use it as a joke. Like, oh, ha, ha. Like, the most original joke ever. And you're like, it's a funny joke, but, like, look, dude. It's been done before. I'm sure there's some asshole out there that's trying to fucking snakes to other countries. Because snakes are economy when it comes to make money in, like, the reptile market. Like, you can actually sell snakes for quite a bit of money, and it's like a big market. As snake breeders, Kerry King from Slayer is a snake breeder, actually. Or he used to breed snakes. I don't know if he still does. I mean, he's retired, I'm sure. He probably does. I mean, retired. But, yeah. Another ex-reader commented, maybe he wanted to film a remake of the movie Snake is on the Plane. Ha ha, very funny. Very original. Still has not told us what type of snakes these are. So, out of all that whole fucking article, the one source of information that I would have liked to know would have been, what type of fucking snakes were those? I mean, I've never seen a snake that was pink and red like that. Like, never once in my life. Like, so, yeah, it kind of sucks. Because obviously he's trying to transport it. And like, isn't there a law about transporting exotic animals? Like, there's like a, certain animals, like snakes was like one of them too, where like there's only certain snakes you can transport. Some they don't even allow you to bring in. Like I think Hawaii does not let you bring certain animals into to Hawaii. Actually, if I'm correct, I think I know somebody. I think he had hamsters or something. I shouldn't even, because I don't know the whole story, but I don't think he could bring them, or maybe I'm like remembering something different. But yeah, some states won't let you bring over animals, certain animals, over breeding and stuff. But yeah, dudes try to do stinks on the plane. Here I go making that joke too. But yeah, guys, it is Friday, May 3rd, 2024. Cinco de Mayo's this weekend. Happy Cinco de Mayo to my Spanish friends, my Latin friends, Mexican friends, whoever celebrates that. I'm sure everyone does. I mean, it's kind of like St. Patty's Day. Everyone celebrates it to drink. But yeah, happy Cinco de Mayo. Happy May. Almost summertime. And yeah, you guys have a fucking great rest of your weekend. Rock on. And I will see you next week. Hopefully, I'm actually doing I've been investigating something, and I'm going to be doing a video. Hopefully, I still got to do a little bit more investigating on this issue, just so I can get the right. I just need a few things, and I'm going to be making a video. I'm going to try to have it out at least by the end of next week. It's something that it came up actually. It was supposed to be in the podcast. I had the website saved. But I started thinking about something, and then stuff didn't seem right. I started investigating it. Even more shit didn't seem right. Then even more shit, and I'm just like, oh, I think I got myself like an actual investigation. So that's going to be a whole video in itself. I'm going to do a lot more pieces on that. Do a little bit more. They take a little bit longer to make videos like that because you don't want to just accuse people of doing things without actual factual evidence. I do want to do a few phone calls to a couple of people that I've found through my research and see if they would like to make a statement and talk about their experiences with said thing. But that's going to be coming out soon. Podcast, obviously, still got to bring more people on. Besides that, you guys had a great fucking weekend, and yeah, trying to think of something else. Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with.